We're on the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
The Elimination Chamber awaits. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. I'm your host, Comic Bob. As always, been my good friend Hollywood Frank.
HW baby.
Wearing the Adam Cole Bebe t-shirt. You can catch us here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, talking about all the news in wrestling. You can also follow us on social media, crawling across the bottom there. You can check it in the description. And we will be, like I said, as the year goes on, we're going to start doing more and more content. We have more smaller little tidbits that you guys can enjoy. But yeah, we're committed to making this thing a bigger thing this year. But interesting week, man. The last couple of weeks, interesting. I apologize for last week, guys. Like I said, some of you guys know, my dad's he's got some serious health issues right now, but and then I was pulled away from that. But here he goes. I hinder gender.
What's up?
That's never gonna go away, man. Oh my God. How you doing, Johnny?
I had worse, I had better. Okay, I'm fine. How about you guys?
Is been hit by a tsunami or anything? And is there a catastrophe on the farm?
Almost a flood, actually. We're having a lot of rain.
Oh, nice.
Of course.
It's like the people
would be
California.
Yeah. Wouldn't be Johnny if it wasn't the wrath of God coming down on you.
I guess I deserve it.
That's what you get for being a CM Punk fan.
Hey.
Anyway, real quick before we get further, we check in on the chat. Big Daddy was first said, "Hey, hope you guys are doing well. We are doing well, Big Daddy. Appreciate you, man." And as far as hey-o to you, sir.
Hey, yo.
Guys, make sure you follow Big Daddy's channel. He recently hit 1,000 subscribers. He does some really cool videos. And today, I think he was going over the World Heavyweight Championship match between Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes at Starrcade 94. 84. I think it was. I think that's what the video was. But it was cool. So, but go check that out, guys. Maldecito said, "Sup, people? What's up, Maldecito? Oh, for God's sake."
Phone time. Phone time for Rob.
Sup?
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 Hello.
What's up?
What's up? I'm gonna have to send a message to my sister. But yep, my sister.
Podcast time, baby.
Yep, that's
Wrestling Council time.
Well,
lay the smack down.
Yep. Miss Saren said, "Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Miss Saren. Appreciate you being here." Hicksville was back, and he had a backup sup. What's up, man? Yeah, Big Daddy, drop an elbow on that button. Yeah, guys, definitely do that. We appreciate that. Anything you can help us push that algorithm and get us out there a little bit, we appreciate it. Hicksville said, "How early do we have to wake up for Elimination at 4? Yep,
4
o'clock in the freaking morning, man." And all the Aussies are like, "Yeah, see how you like it."
4
Hey,
4
you guys tell me how that went. You guys tell me how that goes. I'll be sleeping.
I'll be watching it on a rerun, dude. I'm not watching 4 a.m.
4 a.m. for the kickoff show.
Nope. That's a hard pass for me, son. But before we get, like I said, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're gonna make our Elimination Chamber predictions. Talk about some things that's in the news. Some really heavy stuff in the news right now. But before that, we're gonna give a little segment. We something we call the good, the bad, and the ugly. It is an odd number. So you know what that means. That guy right there.
The shaved one.
Yes. Yeah. I don't shave. I'm a bear. So,
Yeah.
but
just because you're hiding the Steve Austin head like under that cap there.
Yeah.
yeah, hell yeah. But
I don't want to see Rob. I don't want to see Rob doing any stunners or anybody. Okay,
dude, man, if I try to do a stunner, I'd probably end up breaking a hip.
I can see Rob shotgunning some beers, stuff like that. But
I could definitely do that. That's easy. That's the easy part. But what you got for us this week, brother?
The good. They did the right thing. WWE did the right thing, putting Cody versus Roman Reigns.
They pivoted as they should have.
The blowback they were getting was loud.
Oh my God!
And nobody wanted to see. I can't say nobody because there's people out there that want to see it, but the vast majority of people do not want to see Roman Reigns versus The Rock for the main event.
Nobody's wanted to see that.
Here's the thing:
the whole match would have gotten booed. It would have been booed from bell to bell.
Yeah. I'm almost sad I'm not gonna get to see that because that would have been funny.
Anyway, but and here's the thing: it's not that people don't want to see Roman versus The Rock. We do. We've been talking about that. We talked about that match for years. We just don't want to see it at Cody's expense.
Right.
And that's the big takeaway from here. It's not that people don't want to see The Rock see that match. I want to see that match. I just don't want to see that match at Cody's expense. We've been waiting too long for this. It's like I said, we all know that they should have pulled the trigger. We talked about this. Should have done it last year. Should have done it last year, and then it wouldn't have been a problem this year. You can blame all that on Vince because he's the one who pulled the trigger on, who pulled the plug on it. But they did not want. They wanted Roman versus Cody. They want the completion of that story.
Yeah. Thanks, Phil, and you're right. The Rock already had WrestleMania on the brain, and he will be involved somehow.
Yeah, and 100% he should, and he should be involved. Okay, he's a big name. He's on the TKO board now, so that obviously means he is he's hitching his wagon back up to WWE. So he's going to be a fixture there. There's a lot of speculation as to what his role is going to be. Some people think that he might be taking over Triple H's position, and Triple H might be moving on to something else. We don't know.
That sucks so bad.
Yeah, who knows? And I, not taking anything away from The Rock, but the bloodline needed something with The Rock because it's gotten real stale.
Yes.
If you want to inject something in there, even if it's for a couple months with The Rock, it helps reignite the bloodline a little bit.
Yeah. And we'll talk more about that as we go on with the show and everything. I have some ideas about what's going to be planned and everything.
Oh yeah, and I don't mind seeing Cody versus Seth. I don't have a problem with that, but not for the secondary title.
Yeah,
I kind of mind. It's like the fourth time already.
Right. Yeah, but I don't mind it at WrestleMania for the secondary title.
Right. But
if down the road it's Seth versus Cody for the Universal title. Not a problem. Not a problem at all.
And I think that's going to happen. I do think that's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but it's going to happen at some point.
And if they decide for whatever reason they want to unify the titles again, I don't have a problem with them putting those two guys together.
We know Triple H doesn't like having two world championships. He doesn't have a problem having two tag belts. He doesn't have it's the men's world title. He doesn't like there being two of them. So
and that's all because of USA and Fox.
And now that they're going to streaming, don't really need that. So we'll see what happens. But all right, so that's your good.
Yeah, that's my good. The bad. Oh my God, I don't know why I watched it last night. I really don't. The women's battle royal. Holy cow.
It was pretty bad.
Oh my God.
Battle royales are kind of like they generally miss more than they hit anyway, man. But with that, and I'm not sure exactly what the whole situation with that was. I mean, thought the original plan, Jade Cargill was going to take the last slot, but
I don't think
they
she's
pulled it
ready
off,
for something
so
like that.
yeah.
I really, because they want her. I think they want her when she comes and makes her big pay-per-view match to be to win. I don't think they want her to go in the Elimination Chamber and lose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was I thought the plan, from what I understand, I thought the plan was that she was going to go into the Elimination Chamber and win.
Yeah, and I just don't think that her versus. I think they want a longer match, and putting Jade Cargill versus, what's her name, Rhea Ripley is not the match they want for WrestleMania. I think it's going to be Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley.
I do too.
But that women's elimination chamber, or not elimination chamber, women's battle royal last night was, oh my god,
it was definitely the low point of the freaking show. The rest of the show was actually pretty good.
One of the good things is they got Dupree out of there early.
Oh my god, why is she, dude? Oh my god, dude, she might be the worst women's wrestler I've ever seen in my life.
Michael Cole going on and on about Valhalla and her antlers.
It's stupid.
Dumb. Then Xia Li was the third one eliminated. And then, I don't know if you saw the match. Later on, Michael Cole talks about how Xia Li is having a great performance in the ring. When she was eliminated 6-7 minutes, maybe 10 minutes prior to that point,
I know.
she wasn't one of the final 6. So I don't know. He was talking probably about, I think, Katana Chance. But he said Xia Li. Like,
yeah.
Dude,
well, here's the thing. Xia Li.
She was eliminated number 3. She can't still be having a good outing if she was eliminated 10 minutes before.
Xia Li is actually one of the best in-ring performers they have. She's just not very good on the stick because of the language barrier, and they constantly bury her. So I don't even know what the hell's going on with her there. But yeah, it wasn't great. They're definitely leaning into Chelsea as a comedy character, which is probably a good thing. But that was
I love how we can't go a week without some Maxine Dupree slandering this show. It's fantastic.
Lord of God, though, dude. I mean, it's nothing against the lady. I mean, she's probably a nice person.
I know.
She is just the drizzling shits in the ring, man. It's the worst I've ever seen.
And that the last elimination was Chelsea Green. The second to the last with who was it? Was it Zoe Stark?
I can't remember, dude.
Raquel's foot was that far away from her head.
Yeah.
And she goes back and falls out of the ring.
Oh, dude, there were all kinds of
the camera angle on that kick was awful. Yeah.
I'm not even sure why W hired Jade. It's not like AEW hit her flaws even in squash matches. Here's the thing, man. I think Jade has really good upside. Obviously, she's greener than goose shit. She need, WWE. She's tailor made for WWE though. They're going to, and I think that might be why they pulled her, because I think they're like, when we have her debut, we want her to be a big deal, and we want to make sure that when we do that, we got to make sure that she's ready. So, they're not going to put her out there until they think she's ready. She's got she's got everything, man. She's got the look, she's got the body, she can talk. All they got to do is shore up her abilities in the ring, man, and then you've got yourself a freaking superstar.
And as for her in AEW, she's kind of like Goldberg back then. They just didn't bother teaching her a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So now that she's not better, she can learn now.
Yeah. She's not a long match wrestler. She's not going to be in there for a long time. It's 10 minutes or less, and then he matches with her.
Yeah, and you need to put her in there with somebody who can lead her. Okay, here's the thing, though. AEW pushed her out into the ring way, way, way too soon. She hadn't even been wrestling a year. She had like 8 months of experience when they brought her into the company. And then they tried to make her the face of one of the faces of their women's division. I'm like, you're out of your freaking mind. You know, it became very clear from the start that she was suspect. Now, did she get better as time went on? Yeah, but still going from 0 to 1, it still isn't great. So she needed like 2 or 3 years worth of experience before you really push her, man. But they needed something. They needed something in their women's division. They were trying to spark something. So they did that with her. WWE got her and like, she's got a lot of work to do. We ain't gonna put her out there until we're ready to go. And so
I mean, you might see her in some gimmick match or some kind of
Yeah.
kickoff match at WrestleMania.
like the Rumble was perfect.
Yeah, the Rumble was perfect.
Yeah.
But you're not going to see her in any kind of main event match at WrestleMania. You might not see her in any kind of main roster match till SummerSlam.
It's gonna be a while. Yeah. And like you said, and when it is, they need to put her in there with somebody that can take her by the hand and lead her through it. And it's not gonna be a long match. So Jade's gonna be in the past soon. I don't think so, man. I think they've got they've got plans for Jade. She's a project. Right now, Jade Cargill is a project, and that's it. So I think there's a lot of possibility for her as long as they don't screw it up.
I think she has a lot of potential too, unlike what is his name? Veer Mahan or any of these other guys that they
Is he still coming?
I understand.
I don't know.
Dude, he came and went like 3 times. I understand why they're doing that because they're trying to push into the market in India. India is a massive market. I get it. That dude ain't it. So move on, man.
Or that dude that they had that was big.
Great Khali?
No. The big guy that was doing some. Was he doing like
Shanky
male porno or something like that?
What?
That dude that they had like last year, big guy. He got in trouble with the law and some shit. Not Velvet.
Oh, you mean the guy who got in trouble for real? Shaky. Yeah. He got
not Shanky, some other guy. I can't remember who it was. A couple years ago.
I thought it was him. Got in trouble.
Big burly guy, looked like almost
Lars. You talking about Lars
Lars Sullivan.
Lars Sullivan. Yeah,
that guy. That guy was terrible.
Yeah. Hey.
But that's my bad. Was the women's battle royal.
Oh, there's something worse than.
Oh, there is something worse.
Trust me, there's something worse.
There's something worse. The worst is the continuing Days of Our Lives. That's now you've got more stuff coming out with Ashley Bizarro. You've got a ring boy that's going to be talking about what was going on with him, with Pat Patterson and some of the guys.
Oh, no.
We got Paul Roma, who came out and talked about stuff with Jim Powers.
Yep.
Who an executive propositioned him, Jim Powers, in WWE.
That's why Jim Powers basically quit. And
the possibility that Stephanie McMahon knew about Ashley Mazzaro.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was that lady on I think it was on CNN. Was talking about it, and she talked about how she walked into the friggin' office while they were talking about it. So yeah, it's ugly stuff, man. It's really bad, man. I did some digging into that the whole ring boy situation, man. Oh my freaking god! You talk about a goddamn nightmare.
Yeah, I know, Big Daddy. You've talked about Roma a few times.
Yeah.
Roma's Big Daddy's head trainer at Paradise Alley.
Yep. Yeah, dude, that's a guy I would love to talk to that dude and pick his brain, man, because he's been around forever. Matt says that TKO just needs to clean that place from top to bottom with no exceptions. I'll tell you what, man, if this thing continues to go on like that, if this continues to go on, that might be exactly what they have to do. They might not have any choice. That might also be a part of the reason why The Rock was brought in and put onto the board. Why they brought in what's his name? His creative guy. I can't remember his name now. My brain's taking a crap on me. They brought him in.
Brian Gewirtz.
Yeah, Gerwitz. They brought him in because TKO may be ready to just drop the hammer and just go scorched earth. So, and I tell you what, if these things keep coming out like this, they may have no freaking choice but to do that. So, But okay.
And if you're Netflix, are you second guessing
No.
that $10 billion you spent?
They're not even paying attention to this.
No, they're like, this is, you know what, they're going to deal with this. This is going to go away, and then we're just going to make
because your Vince McMahon biography is or documentary series, whatever they were doing, that's done.
Yeah,
That's never.
That was already done and ready to go, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, not releasing that.
yeah,
They're
but,
gonna do what they did to Batgirl. Was that's never gonna see the light of day.
no,
But
Yeah.
if you're looking to get back at McMahon and WWE, if you're one of these people,
oh yeah, the floodgates.
drop the hammer down the week of WrestleMania.
Oh, dude, there's a whole new
no, I'm talking lawyers. I'm talking you go scorched earth. If you're one of these people that was effed over by WWE, just make a spectacle of them the week of WrestleMania that weekend.
that's going to happen. There's a new it's basically a new group. It's a law firm that are basically setting up and putting out fillers saying anybody that has a grievance with WWE from the past or anything similar to what's going on right now, bring it to us. So you're, like I said, dude, the floodgate's about to break, and it's like it's already leaking like a sieve, but it's about to the dam is about to explode.
You know, scorched earth, motherfucker, like Tom Cruise's character in Tropic Thunder.
Oh my God, dude. But it's gonna be, it's like, and from what like I said, I listened to Paul Roma's interview. I was doing all the research on the whole Ring Boy situation with Lee Cole and his brother, because Lee Cole actually the Ring Boy's next name, his name was Tom Cole. Lee Cole is his brother because Tom actually killed him, committed suicide in 2021. So that's how bad this situation was. But and that's what happens, man. These people, they end up serving a life sentence with all the pain that they get put through. So they can legally shut down the fan experience at Mania with all the allegations. I'm serious, dude. They're like, it's WWE is going to have, and if that legal group actually does do what they're saying they're going to do, they're going to have no choice but to address it. So, but anyway, all right, I'm going to go ahead and do my good. I actually got a chance to watch Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. 2. Happened a couple weeks ago, and dude, holy shit, that match was so damn good. Oh my God, it was fantastic. Zack Sabre Jr. got his win back from their last meeting, and Bryan Danielson literally crowned him the new best technical wrestler in the world.
Nice.
He said, I am no longer the best technical wrestler in the world, and everyone's saying Danielson and Zack Sabre Jr. 2, Jr. 3, and hey, I wouldn't be mad at it, especially how good match is so good, man. Good Lord, man, that's on my list of possible matches of the year already. But another piece of good news, it has now been confirmed. Kazuchika Okada is heading to AEW. The deal apparently was agreed upon, according to Sean Ross Sapp over on Fightful Select. The deal was agreed upon a couple of weeks ago. They're just waiting to finalize everything and then put the signature down on paper. But I think it's safe to say that when we see Mrs. Mercedes, Mr. Okada may show up on that show as well. So. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Someone was actually telling me that. I don't know much about Blue Panther, so I'm gonna have to look into that. But a lot of people have been glowing about it, so I'm gonna have to check it out, dude. Bryan Danielson's living his best life right now, man. This dude, he's wanted to have these matches forever. He's wanted to go out there and he wants to finish his career on a high note. He wants to show people just how good he was, how great he is, before he starts to to slow it down. You can't blame the guy for making the jump like he did. And like I said, he's just living his best life right now.
Now, Mr. Rob,
yeah,
do you bring out Mercedes and Okada on the 13th?
Yep.
13th, or do you bring one out at Revolution and one out on the 13th?
No, I think you bring them both out on the 13th and you set up matches for them at Revolution. Matter of fact, if Tony Khan, like, I'm going to say this. One of the reasons why, and I don't agree with Brian Alvarez on a lot of things. I agree with him on this. One of the reasons why WWE has been doing so much better lately is because they're announcing their matches before they happen. They are putting out the matches and things that are going to happen weeks and even months ahead of time. Okay, AEW needs to start doing that. They need to start, like, if people knew that Okada was going to be at the Dynamite before at that Big Business, the tickets for Big Business, they're selling good because people are anticipating.
People know Mercedes is going to be there.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if they knew, if it was guaranteed, the tickets would be selling even faster. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
come on, it's TD Garden. I would book the hell out of that.
Exactly, man. You got it. In TK, this is one of the things he does not do very well. He likes to surprise people. Surprises don't put butts in seats. Okay.
And he's got time. He's got a couple weeks. Maybe they make an announcement or something at Revolution about it.
Yeah, I don't know, but they need to do something. They need to do something to, like, they need to start announcing these matches and these people and these people showing up before they have, like weeks before they happen. Like this match that just happened last Friday on Revolution on Rampage with Dustin and the Von Erichs. Dude, if they had announced that 2 weeks ago, they'd have sold way more tickets.
Yep.
The Von Erichs are popular people, especially since the movie came out. They're really popular, man. There are people that will travel to see those guys. You got to start announcing stuff like that. You can't just throw it out there at the last minute. So, so that was my good. Okada definitely is confirmed to go into AEW. Tony is winning the friggin' free agent war so far. The bad. WXW, West Side Extreme Wrestling, the wrestling promotion owned by AFA of the Wild Samoans, is shut down. They are shutting down. They've had that promotion going for a long time. Unfortunately, they've built up a lot of people. Obviously the Samoan dynasty, big part of that whole thing. Unfortunately, they're calling it quits. So they made an announcement this week. I believe his son did that and put it out there on social media. So it's unfortunate. It's you never know. When stuff like that's going to happen. So,
yep.
But and then also the TNA roster, the main stars from the TNA's roster have been putting out these cryptic tweets with these hourglass emojis, and all of this is coming off of the shock firing of Scott D'Amore. Scott D'Amore was the guy that was largely responsible for the recent resurgence in TNA, changing the name from Impact back to TNA, making plays for big free agents like CM Punk. They actually made when said they actually made a very, very good deal approach to him. So Scott D'Amore, though, has been largely responsible for rekindling the fires over at TNA, and a lot of wrestlers re-signed with the company specifically because of Scott. A lot of them they wanted to stay there with him. They believed in what he was doing, and when it came down that he was fired, they were not happy. They were very unhappy about the situation. They put together a letter to the board to ask them to rehire Scott. And then most recently, a bunch of them, including several whose contracts are about to expire, or who had actually just re-signed with the company, started putting up this little icon with it's an hourglass with sand running out of it.
This is just a little worse than the Stardom situation, but it's kind of similar in a way.
It is in a way, because like I said, Scott was the face of the company, man, and he's the guy that was like keeping everything going, and like I said, he was the guy that was largely behind this recent resurgence, and they love the guy, and the fact that they got rid of him like that, man, it doesn't sit well with them. So it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward. I know that when my boy Josh Alexander, his contract is up, and a lot of people are speculating where he's going to go. I honestly wish he would go to New Japan, because right now New Japan's looking to rebuild. They've lost a lot of their stars, a lot of their main stars. They have a new president in Hiroshi Tanahashi. His whole thing is he's looking to build to the future. Josh Alexander could go to New Japan and immediately be one of the top guys. So, and he's awesome in the freaking ring. That's another dude I want to see freaking Bryan Danielson go up against. And if he goes to New Japan, it happens. So, yeah. So, but that's my bad. And then the ugly is exactly the same thing that you had, man. The report came out, former WWE ring boy came forward with allegations against Mel Phillips and Pat Patterson. Paul Roma had his interview talking about how male wrestlers were propositioned against their will, and basically people within power in WWE were using their stroke in ways that are completely unacceptable. I knew vaguely of the allegations against Pat Patterson. After this thing came out, I dug into a lot deeper, and holy shit, dude, this is bad. It's bad. It's really bad. A lot of people feel that like what's happened is caused a lot of people to have a lot more courage to come forward and talk about these things. And the allegations against Vince, Mel Phillips, Pat Patterson, and there's someone else I can't remember off the top of my head.
John Laurinaitis.
Well, no, I'm talking about the way back.
Oh, yeah.
And that I have not, Big Daddy, I have not seen that yet. I'm gonna look for it though. Like I said, like oh, man, dude, after the looking into like this, like looking into the whole thing with Tom Cole and all that stuff, I just couldn't. I just couldn't dig into it any further, man.
It's hard to get through. It's hard to get through.
Dude, it's really hard to get through, man. It's really hard to get through. And the fact that Vince actually fired them all from the company and then turned around and rehired them a year later. It's like, what the hell, dude? Anyway, I don't want to get into it. Like I said, if you guys want to go check it out, go over to Wrestling Inc. There's a couple other places that are running it. Check those out. But yeah, it's going to get worse before it gets better. So yeah, like I said, like I'm looking. There's a lot more of it I have to dig into. But like I said, there was only so much I could stomach. But I want to end it on a little bit of a high note. Steve Mungo McMichael's family did put out a tweet saying that he's been responding well to his treatment. The antibiotics they've been giving him. He had a relapse and everything, and he was hospitalized. But they're confident that he's responded well to treatment. They think that he'll be able to go home today.
Good.
So that's a little bit of good news. Pulling for the guy. He's in a real bad situation right now. So, but anyway, that's the GBU guys. Yeah, big days. It's all in News Nation. You can go over and check it out over there, guys. And like I said, there's a lot more to look into, but I just couldn't do any more of it today. But all right, man. Let's talk about the chamber, buddy.
Let's do it.
Yeah, definitely. Prayers for Mungo. And keep that up there for a while. But so the Elimination Chamber is this weekend. And it is at Perth, Australia. And it's going to be really, really early in the freaking morning. And I'm probably not going to watch until probably after I get home from work at noon. So, but there's a lot with everything that's going on, man, and all the chaos and the turmoil that came out of the moves that they made, trying to push Cody even further down the line, trying to put Rock versus Roman and all that. It's kind of this Elimination Chamber has become kind of a controversy in its own right, because the winner is going to get a
shot of participation trophy.
Yeah, a shot at the participation trophy. Yeah, but more importantly than that, the people that say there's the odds-on favorite to win is apparently being set up in a storyline to go after Cody. So we may see that unification, that title unification you were talking about, a lot sooner than we think. So let's go ahead and get into the matches that are going to happen on there. Now, Cody and Seth are going to appear on the Jesus Christ.
What?
They're going to be on the Grayson Waller effect.
Oh, boy.
Why can't we just have them doing interviews like normal? Or better yet, the way that they're doing those backstage vignettes in AEW, that they've been doing, like they started doing them at the C2, and they carried over how they were doing them. Dude, give me more interviews like that. Give me more segments like that. Do that with Cody and Seth. Have them talk, and I don't know if they're going to be. Obviously they're probably going to be talking together. And there's a lot of speculation that they could be setting up Seth to betray Cody, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They did something. I was one of the finishes this week. Did Drew officially resign? There are conflicting reports. One report said that he has, and one report said that he hasn't, but he's about to.
Yeah, the report I read that they extended some time on him till after WrestleMania.
Yeah, they did add some time on, but from what I understand, he may not have inked it yet. He may, like I said, he's basically it's kind of the same situation that Okada's in. The deal's been agreed upon. They're just dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's, and it's his re-signing is imminent. So Drew is pretty much re-signed with WWE, which is what I pretty much expected to happen.
Why can't you dot the T's and cross the I's?
You're a fucking idiot. Anyway, Seth. They're saying that they think that Seth may turn on Cody. They've already set up like they're kind of doing the expected finish is there's going to be a callback to last year when he took a Samoan Spike. That's what gave Roman the chance to pin him. They're saying because last night, which is one of the things I disagreed with on the show, one of the few things I disagreed with, Cody lost. He took a pin from McIntyre due to interference in exactly the same way that happened at WrestleMania. Solo Sikoa came out. Well, first
Jimmy came out.
First Jimmy came out and he took care of him, but then Solo Sikoa came out and he took a spike from Solo Sikoa, and that gave McIntyre the pin. And they kind of made it look like McIntyre was a little conflicted about it, but at the end he was like, "Yeah, screw it, a man, a win's a win."
Nope.
But and the people are saying that basically the same thing's going to happen in his match with Roman, but he's going to kick out of it this time to add drama. But I don't know. I mean, the way that they've built the odds up against Cody and everything like that, if they have Seth turn on him, I think that might be too much.
Oh, yeah. And besides, if you've got Roman, Rock, Solo, and Jimmy on one side, who are you putting with Cody and Seth so you can have the new version of the Four Horsemen?
No. Here, just in case, let me turn that up for you a little bit. One thing that I have heard is that they are really pushing to have AEW to WWE contact AEW, see if Dustin Rhodes can show up and help his brother. Which I wouldn't be against that. And here's the thing: we know Tony Khan's not against doing stuff like that.
The problem I see with that is that AEW tried reaching out to Kevin Nash,
for Sting,
and WWE said no.
Yeah.
So if you want Dustin Rhodes to come to help
last
out
time Last time they wanted Billy Gunn for a DX thing, and Tony said that they had to mention AEW on the show, and they refused. I don't think that's gonna happen either.
Yeah.
Oh, and as for Seth turning on Code, if that happens, I think we'll see a double turn with Rock.
Well, I think that's what's going to happen after their tag match. I think what's going to happen is after the tag match, I think Cody and Seth are going to win the tag match, and Roman is going to be angry at The Rock. They're going to be basically the two of them are going to go back and forth, and then that night, like I said, and on night 2, when the deck is stacked against Cody. And he, like I said, he takes that spike from Solo, and he manages to kick out, but he's still on the ropes there. And Solo's about to take him out again. If you smell, it's going to hit, and the Rock's going to come down, and that's going to set up Rock versus Roman in the future. I think that's the way that's going to happen. Now, I've been wrong a lot in the last couple of years. Yeah, Cody, Sammy, Jay, and R-Truth. Dude, somebody actually had this idea. It's like, even though I don't like, he's not in the Elimination Chamber, but someone said had this idea is like they should have had R-Truth in the Elimination Chamber and had him win it.
Yeah. And Hicks Philly, if you have Cody, Sammy, Jay, and R-Truth, little Jimmy can be the manager.
Oh my God. I don't even want to talk about that.
But having R-Truth win the Elimination Chamber be equivalent to Otis when he won the Money in the Bank.
Dude, right now though, man, the freaking fans are behind him. Dude. Like he's more over right now than he's ever been. More than he's ever been. And like I said, I'm not usually into the jokey stuff. He makes me laugh. He legit makes me laugh. When he was talking, it was like Dom and Nick. The level of stupid is beyond believable, but the way he delivers it is so damn funny. It's like it's one of the few joke things that I'm actually into. So
those of us who watched Ron Killings before know they can do a lot more than that.
Oh yeah, dude, he's actually a pretty good wrestler, man. But you know, he became kind of a goofy thing. So here's the thing, though, man. Just like Mark Henry, he's like, hey, they gave me chicken shit, and I turned it into chicken salad.
Hey, come on, R-Truth has more title victories than
anybody.
John Cena, Ric Flair, Randy Orton combined. Okay?
Dude, you talk about taking a belt and making it the most irrelevant thing on the planet. What they did with the 24/7 title was beyond belief. But yeah, I just like I'm sure the segment will be interesting because it's Cody and it's Seth. I just wish that they wasn't the Grayson Waller effect because I hate that freaking crap. This is the most annoying garbage. Tag team championship, Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor versus British Strong Style, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. I don't think Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate are going to win. I think we're going to start to see more fracturing within Judgment Day, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think I actually think that it's going to be the Awesome Truth. It's going to be Miz and Truth that are going to beat Priest and Balor and be the new tag champs. I think that's what's going to happen. And that's going to be set up. That'll be set up for WrestleMania. That'll be a match on WrestleMania night 1 or night 2.
Yeah, I think the undisputed tag match should be a good match, but I agree it won't be a title change.
No. And I'm just glad Pete Dunne got his freaking name back. Stupid Butch shit was so annoying. Malacia said, but the comedy will keep him in the company a lot longer than a serious run because he's pure entertainment. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's the same thing. It's like what happened with Mark Henry when back in the Wyatt, they were trying to get Mark Henry to quit. And they were like, so they were saddling him with his goofy stuff, man.
Sexual chocolate.
Yep. And he was like, screw that, man. You give me this, you give me chicken shit, I'm going to turn it into chicken salad.
Gave birth to a hand.
Gave birth to a goddamn hand. And
No.
He still made people think it was funny.
Mae Young gave birth to a hand.
He was the father. Yes.
They put him in the stupidest crap they possibly could. and he went with it because he was getting paid. So, yeah, I think it'll be a great match. I think we're going to just get more disintegration of Judgment Day, or at least between Damian Priest and Finn Balor. And but I don't think the BSS is going to take it. It'll be a great match though, man, because Pete Dunne's awesome. Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax.
This is not going to be a long match.
Hopefully.
Well, here's the question.
As long as Nia doesn't hurt her.
I was going to say, is Rhea Ripley going to come out of this match uninjured? That's the question. Because Nia's got a reputation for putting people on the shelf. And the way she was eliminated, the way she was being super stiff and eliminating people during the Rumble, man, it's clear she hasn't really learned her lesson all that much, which is unfortunate. He had to make out with Mae Young. Oh yeah, dude. Jeez.
He was feeling romantical.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I know what that was. That's it. Like right behind her on the wall, he put a copy of his contract up and how much money he was making. And he was like, okay, yeah, I can handle doing this for a little bit longer. All right. So it's like, oh my God. Oh God. She just comes out. Oh yeah, $2 million a year. All right. I'm down with that. Okay. So yeah, it was awful. I mean, it's Rhea Ripley, so it won't be a terrible match.
No.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, man. Is Rhea does have a history of knee injuries, and Nia has a history of putting people on the shelf by injuring them. So I don't want to feel this way about Nia Jax because I don't think she's a bad person.
She's not.
But man, she has not shown me since she came back. And like I said, when she was eliminated, dude, she's dumping people on their heads. When she was eliminating them out in the Rumble, she's hitting people at full speed in ways she shouldn't be doing. It's scary, and I don't want to see her put Rhea Ripley on the shelf because Rhea Ripley is 100% the biggest thing in women's wrestling right now. So. Big Daddy said, laugh my ass off. I worked a few shows with Moolah and May. We also had dinner together. They were hilarious. Oh, dude, that whole thing back in the day, it was you had to have a sense of humor to deal with that crap. But anyway, so that's the Rhea versus. I think Rhea keeps it. I don't think they're going to put that belt on Nia.
They're not.
Unless Rock is really pulling for his.
Yeah, that's a possibility, man. That is a possibility.
They're not going to do that.
I don't know, man. All right, Women's Elimination Chamber. Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and Raquel Rodriguez, who was inserted instead of
Jade Cargill.
I really like Raquel Rodriguez. I think she's very, very talented. She's a physical specimen. She ain't winning this. Not after being introduced that soon, that close to the match. There ain't no way she was brought in to replace Jade to make sure that Jade didn't take a loss before they're ready for her to come out and debut herself. Naomi's a possibility, but I don't think so. What do you think?
No, it's either going to be Liv or Becky Lynch.
That's I said it. I thought it was either going to be Becky or Bianca. Because whoever wins is going to go on to challenge probably Rhea.
Yeah.
Because we know that it's going to be Bayley versus Io at Mania. So I'm thinking
I'd put money on Becky winning this one.
I think Becky's a lock to win this. I think Liv would be a better number 2. But I think it's Becky, and barring Becky, it's going to be Bianca. Liv, because of the whole storyline where she got put out because of Rhea. I could see that being a possibility, but I think Becky's star's back on the rise again.
It's like Rhea's recent promo segments were with Becky and Nia Jax. Like, I'm pretty sure Becky's gonna win this.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, go ahead.
I think it comes down to final two. Is I could be wrong, but I think it's going to come down between Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton as the final two.
Well, I can see that happening, especially if Becky's a lock to win. I can see them having Tiffany Stratton be the number 2 just to give her like a real strong performance. Because I think she's still NXT technically, right?
I don't know. I really don't. Well, she had to be up here to be able to be called to be able to be in the match. I thought.
Well, Braun Breaker was still technically in NXT when they were calling him up. He still had some matches and stuff that he had to do. So I think she's going to be there within the next month. But I didn't know if like she was still there right now. Seriously, you guys need to get your heads out of the damn gutter. Swear to God. But yeah, I got Becky winning this. But is that you think so too?
I'm sure. I'm certain of it.
Frank?
What?
Are you paying attention? Or are you looking
at
me?
Yeah, I told you.
All right. So we're in agreement. Becky's gonna be the winner.
I told you that like 10 minutes ago.
I'm trying to do a show here, you son of a bitch. Pay attention. Good God, man. What the hell's wrong with you guys today?
What the hell did I do?
What the hell did Johnny do? He hindered Jinder.
Johnny's here. Johnny's suspect just because of his association.
God damn it.
Men's Elimination Chamber. Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley, LA Knight, yeah, Kevin Owens, and Logan Paul.
I prayed for this and it happened.
You prayed for what?
It's Drew.
It's going to be Drew, yeah.
It was supposed to be CM Punk. We all know that.
Yeah. It was originally supposed to be CM Punk, which is why I think Drew is the perfect dude right now, man. Drew's on fire. And I think they were going to set it up that Punk was going to beat Seth.
Yep.
And then it was going to be Punk versus Drew. And when Punk got hurt, that all, got thrown up in the air. And then Drew got inserted into Punk's slot, which is a great move because I think, dude, Drew McIntyre is one of the best people they have. And one of the best big men working today. So, because he is a big man. He's a big son of a bitch, dude. The only other possibility I thought was like possibly maybe Randy Orton. But I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I would go with LA Knight as my second choice over. If it's not Drew, it's LA Knight.
You don't think LA Knight's cooling off?
He is, but this would be a way to fix that.
Yeah. And then like I said, I think what this is going to do is we're going to get a setup for some matches that are going to come out of this. Drew's going to win, and he's going to go on to challenge Cody after Cody takes the belt off Roman. Big Daddy said, in my opinion, Eli Drake and LA Knight, perhaps the most overrated worker in the last decade. I just don't see it. Just saying. I think I don't think he's the best in the ring. I think he's passable. He's safe, and he's safe working in the ring, and he's passable in the ring. Where he shines is on the mic. That's where it's kind of like Punk. Punk is not the greatest wrestler in the ring, but he's competent enough to tell a story. Yep. It's on the mic is where he friggin' shines. So, and I think LA Knight's kind of cut from the same cloth. So, I'm gonna say this: he looks a lot better than Punk. Punk's got that dad bod going. But I think what's going to happen is you're going to get LA Knight versus Logan Paul. You're going to get a storyline that develops with LA Knight versus Logan Paul, and I think LA Knight's going to take that's going to be his first singles title in WWE. He's going to take the U.S. title off of Logan Paul. I think that's where they're heading. Now, some people are saying that they think it's going to be Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn what?
That takes the U.S. title off of Logan Paul.
Oh, it's possible. I can also see if they don't go with Drew McIntyre as the winner, that it is somebody like LA Knight or Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
I can see at WrestleMania Damian Priest cashing in Money in the Bank and being the new champion.
I can see that happening. You want to know, unfortunately, because of the way that things have gone, you want to know what I think is going to happen? I think by the time we get to WrestleMania, the fracturing within Judgment Day is going to be so bad that when he goes to cash in his Money in the Bank, he's going to get he's going to succeed. He's going to cash it in. He's going to hit whoever it is, Drew or Seth, which I think it's going to be Drew. I do think it's going to be Drew. He's going to hit Drew with the move, with his, I can't remember the name of that move that he uses. And as he goes for the pin, he's going to get jumped. And it's going to fail. And I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to have another unsuccessful cash in, which, okay, I don't think it's a good idea, but yeah, oh my God, yeah, imitation of Austin without a doubt. Oh, he's got shades of Austin, shades of The Rock in there, but yes, I think that's what's pretty much the men's elimination chamber. Drew's going to win. I don't know what's going to happen with Randy in there. Like, are they going to set something up with him and Bobby Lashley or KO or something? But I think the storyline that's going to come out of that is going to be Drew goes after Seth and he takes the belt off of Seth, and then he goes after Cody. And then out of that, we're also going to get LA Knight versus Logan Paul, and that's going to be when he gets his first singles title. He's going to take the U.S. belt off of him. Now, where that leaves Sami Zayn, I don't know. I think Sami Zayn would be better served going after Gunther, and taking back the IC title because he had the IC title for a while. Do something along that line or something like that. Personally, I wish it was. I wish they would serious up Chad Gable a little bit more, so he's not acting so goofy, and let the dude. Come on, man. He's so freaking good in the ring. Just because he's not 7 feet tall. That match he had with Gunther was so good, man. That's the dude. That's what I would do with that. I would turn him into the new friggin' Bryan Danielson, but they're not going to do that.
No.
So, I say Sammy's a good backup plan on that. Give Sami Zayn something, man. He's been one of your best. He's been one of the best things in the company for the last couple of years. So, give him something. But I think that's what's going to happen. You guys think anything different, or you think they're going to add another match or between now and then, or
no? It's only it's 3 days away. 4 days away.
4 days away.
4 days away.
I mean, I could see that. I mean, they could do something on Friday. I think it'd be dumb, but
how do they set something up on Friday when it's live? You're gonna fly somebody after the match all the way out to Australia?
I wouldn't put it past them. It's stupid, but I wouldn't put it past them. Actually, no, that's not possible because the trip is too long. Some people said that they were really shocked that Bronson Reed wasn't in the Elimination Chamber because he's an Aussie. So,
yeah, I don't know. I don't get it with Bronson Reed. I really don't.
No, I don't either.
I don't get it with Bronson Reed. I don't get this whole AOP and and
Oh God.
and what's his name? Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross.
I don't get that whole thing.
Yeah. Sammy is actually a really, really good. Sammy's kind of in the same. He's kind of cut from the same mold as Adam Cole, as far as his build and his in-ring ability. It's just that since he's been in WWE, they've just kind of treated him like a kind of goofy. And the whole haluva kick and everything. But when he was El Generico in Ring of Honor, dude, he was awesome. You know, his matches with him and KO, his matches against him and KO were fantastic. But as far as his character work is concerned, yeah, they kind of turned him into a joke. But he's hot right now, man. He was not as hot as he was last year. He was freaking nuclear last year.
Yep.
But anyway, I think that's about it, man. It's only it's only 3. So man, those okay. So there's only 3 matches besides the Elimination Chamber matches. So those chamber matches are going to be long. They're going to be drawn out.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if they weren't at least like an hour each, or close to like 40, 45 minutes each.
I'd go closer to 45 minutes. I just can't see it going an hour.
I don't see. Dude, I'll be surprised at this. I think this is going to be like the Rumble. I think it's going to be over a lot faster than we anticipate. I think this is going to be 3 hours and that's it.
Drive safe there, leg kick.
Yep. Be safe, brother. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it right there. I think that's about it.
Yeah, we won't be doing a live react at 5 o'clock in the morning. So that ain't gonna happen.
No, the next live reaction we're gonna be doing Revolution.
March 3rd.
Yep, which is March 3rd.
Unfortunately, this guy won't be able to be there for the majority of it. It's a Sunday and I have to work. So
yeah, but
this guy is gonna try to get some backup. Johnny, if you're available.
Yep.
I'll try.
Yep. Thank you, Miss Saren. Everybody was here. Big Daddy. They said that's why current fans say I'm old because I don't get the current product. Though. Oh no, but I think your opinion's very valid. I'm more of an old school guy myself.
Yeah, and Big Daddy, if you're available on Revolution Day,
yeah, that'd be awesome. But everybody else, Leg Kick, Maldacito, Miss Saren, Hicks Villain. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I'm going back through the whole thing. Everybody was here. Appreciate you guys. And we will see you guys next week. Maybe throw up a video or 2 this week to pad our content. But you guys have a good one, guys. Bye.